up there too. I'd love to support him. So that's enough about me and my love for Canada. Let's get into the match.
Yeah, we got a different West Coast Canadian Puff. So here we go. Well, you know the typical stuff with Puff and doubles. Probably looking for some kind of rest setup.
Definitely too. Anything into rest too. Anything into rest. And you'd say being the stock tank too. Oh man, that's a pretty. Trying to save too. Webwipe trying to save him. Up airs.
Oh, and didn't realize he's out of jumps.
You hate to see it there. I mean, I'd say a good effort by Webwipe. Yeah.
If he side beat, he could have saved him and had a chance to recover.
Yeah, I'd say that's gonna be the main. That's gonna be the main thing too. Is it's one thing that Puff is in the air, but can she land safely? And I think it's gonna be the main thing that Ralph and Darkatma are gonna be looking for. Is it's one thing if Puff's in the air, but can we make it hard for her to land and just keep her in the air?
It's really important. I think keeping track of Puff's jumps is really important, but with the chaos of doubles, it's hard to do in general. I think personally that was one of my stronger traits, against Puff teams. And I try to tell my teammate oh, Puff has no jumps or something like that.
Yeah, especially too with Discord voice call too. I'm sure that's gonna be one thing that Ralph and Darkatma are gonna be like. They're gonna be like, hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They may be counting it or something like that. So I'd imagine little details like that are gonna come up. Or reverse forward air, and that's a stock.
Personally, my rules, I try to notify my teammate if Puff has 2 jumps or less. Because it's harder for her to escape because of how short her jumps are when she has fewer of them.
Yeah.
So then you can set up a lot of double team pressure, or possibly just get a kind of easy edge guard if they get blindsided by it.
Another detail too is especially when Puff's at high percent. Say Puff gets just knocked really far to the side, and they're just really off stage, just very far apart from the action. That's a good opportunity to start the 2v1. Really.
Yeah.
You can gang up on the Falco.
Exactly. You have to. If you knock Puff off, then yeah, just generally in doubles, you want to try and double team the other guy and let Puff come to you. It's
right now. Darkatma tanking the stocks a little bit too at 122.
Oh,
grab rest too. Is this the stock? It's not the stock.
Oh,
good DI too by Ralph.
Ralph lives to fight another day.
That's huge too, especially in teams right now in this sort of scenario.
Yeah, that could have been a really big turnaround if he died off that.
And there it is again. They started ignoring the Puff too because she was very slow too. All really Ralph needed to do was just back air her. Yep. You'd say that good DI is really paying dividends right now. Darkatma is still alive.
Oh, the jump over Ralph's overshoot.
That was insane too.
It's sit
down. Oh, we got a good string right now.
Holy, so many soft aerials.
Amazing sequence. Holy moly. You saw lots of hit sequence. Again, they pretty much just neglected. They neglected Webwipe the whole time too. And just pretty much, they left Envy pretty much to fight on his own, really. Webwipe wasn't able to do much about it. And Envy's stocks just evaporated. You saw it quick. I mean, that stock lasted only a couple seconds.
Exactly. Yeah, Puff, generally when that strat's happening, Puff needs to rely on scare tactics a lot. Because, nobody wants to get rested, so...
Yeah. You gotta put the fear factor in. You gotta put the fear factor in, really. I'd say definitely that's the adjustment probably is just, if you're Envy, try to find openings to get Webwipe to rest, really. Because that was the one rest. You gotta do a lot more than that, especially if you're gonna take stocks too. Because it's so much easier to save Puff too, for rest. You got jab and you got lasers too. So I mean, I'd say that's gonna be the big deal too, is how well can they set those set jumps you're talking about.
Oh, and somehow Envy's the one that ends up dying out of all that.
Yeah, I was really
seemed the most safest one, position-wise, and then he's the one that's died. Falco dies at spawn percent. I'm kidding.
That is, it is an old saying. Right now, let's see. Up air gets a stock right now. Let's see, but right now Ralph being the stock tank right now. He is at 138. Yes. And there it is. They're ignoring the Puff right now, and look at the string developing right now. And that's the stock. They pretty much they knocked Webwipe off stage, and they just again they gained up on Envy. Envy wasn't really able to handle it. He was just giving overrun, and it's happening again.
Indeed. Yeah, if Webwipe is also cognizant of when a shine happens, like he might be able to get a shine rest like out of nowhere.
Gosh. I'm just gonna say, oh, great save, but it doesn't. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Save, man.
It was a good effort.
Put himself in danger too when he did that.
It was a good effort by Webwipe, but you know it doesn't matter really. And I feel like just half of this game has just been Webwipe has just been too far away from the action. Really, it's just Darkatma and Ralph have pretty much just made Webwipe a non-factor really.
Damn, Ralph actually just like super boxed in Webwipe. He like cornered him and then managed to land like up at some point.
Everyone is at stocks except Envy.
Yep. I mean, Webwipe is getting close to that spot too.
Yeah, really. It's just, oh my gosh, this is looking commanding right now.
Yeah, Envy's getting rolled really hard. It's rough.
Like it doesn't matter that Webwipe's stock tanking. I mean, just Envy has just had really. It just seems like the offense is just too much for him right now to handle.
Yep. Also, not gonna lie, I was very shocked about the FD counter pick, but I was like, all right, maybe Webwipe's gonna try really hard to like just up throw rest Ralph and like go for like really degenerate grabs or something, but he's also been like barely grabbing aside from trying to shield grab him sometimes. And usually during the wrong time of pressure too, and then he would get shine, basically.
As crazy as it is, I know Puff is good at surviving on Dreamon. I feel like Dreamon is just not a good pick for Webwipe and Envy. I think just because of how well they've taken Webwipe out of the equation, it's just gonna do them. Oh, whoops! A little bit of a miscue there, but.
Oh, you're not done with them yet.
But I'm not done yet. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I wouldn't say playing with their food, but they're pretty well in control right now.
I think both of them want to be the hero.
A little bit of as they say, hero ball or hero melee, and that's it. That is right now. Just kind of, just waiting for the song. There it is.
Soft accurate.
But
well,
I don't know. Would you say?
Oh no way!
Back? Oh.
Dude.
Yikes.
Dude. I don't have words for this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they think it's a stage right now, but I still think I'd say props to them for trying to make an effort too. That they think it was just a stage right now, but they're gonna have to do a lot of adjusting right now if they're gonna do anything. Anything about it right now. You notice too that just play. Oh no. I think you notice too is just like, again, not a lot of steps into rest, but also just not a lot of grabs really from either player, really. Like aside from a couple up throws from Webwipe, there haven't been a lot of grabs represented by Envy, and not really a lot of laser support either.
Yeah, Ralph and Atma have been like very close together though most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's been much chances for a grab setup from Falco.
Yeah, let's see. They're doing a little bit better right now. It's the first time they had
now we can do it. Oh, never mind.
It was the first time they had
instead of grabbing.
It was the first time they had a technical stock lead right now, but it's quickly gone right now because Envy was just at such a high percent. But I'd say this game right now, this is probably the best they've played so far in this stat.
Yep.
Props to them. It looks like they're trying to adjust right now, but I'm still not seeing a lot of rest from them.
Dude, Envy, grab. He called the get up in place from Reno, and then sorry, not Reno, from Atma, but then he downered him.
Yeah.
And then Reno just held down and got out.
Yeah, you realize aside from that one rest, there have been no rest this entire set since.
Exactly. Yeah, that, and then the other thing that I kind of disagree with on Envy's end is the forward smashes he's been using. Aside from the last one he did, that happened to work out, but most of the other times he's
Oh, good save by Webwipe there, and he's gonna probably get the stock. He does. Well done too. You notice that he saved too with a soft forward there too. Oh, there was enough to rest opening too, but good save by Atma to get him out of it. Yep. So it looks like blue team, they're starting to pick it up a little bit too. Oh,
alright, that was good for Webwipe to fly all the way across the level just to stay with his teammate to try and save him.
Definitely.
It didn't work out, but it was like completely the right play. He just missed early.
Yeah, I'd say I'm commending the ref for this game. They've done a lot better this game,
Up
I've got to
tilt.
say right now. They're getting a lot more in scrums too. You notice it's a lot more just tight, close quarters too. Falling back air. Oh,
yeah, Webwipe needs to make something happen. But yeah, when Reno was jumping around dangerously close to him, at like 30-40%, like, oh man, Reno might have been able to get up tilt rested.
That is such a tough break from Webwipe. That's twice now he dropped a huge edge guard too that probably could have decided the momentum of the game. But right now, MB's in a 2v1. And what we've seen this set, this is looking like a pretty brutal team sequence. The PC drop into that.
That combo drop reminded me of like real life volleyball where like two people, like the ball comes perfectly in between two people and then they expect the other person to get it and then no one does anything and just let it drop.
It's like do you want it or do you want it? It's like no you got it. No you got it. It's like